So here's your latest update on the Francis Scott Key Bridge. As you can see that there's Wes Moore, which is an activist in the Baltimore area that is looking to get the Francis Scott Key Bridge name removed. Now, this bridge was built in 1987. Francis Scott Key, if you aren't aware, was the guy that wrote the Star Spangled Banner and a slave owner, which is making people say that they do not want his name to represent the city. So they had wanted and pushed for it to be named after Perrin Mitchell, which is the first black elected man back in 1970. He passed in, I think, 2007. They wanted them to rename the bridge after him, since that was actually someone that was a pillar within the community and worked hard to go against civil rights and things of that nature, right? There's also a Frederick Malkus bridge as well that they want that to be renamed to Gloria Richardson, which was actually the first black woman that helped with grassroots civil rights that was outside of the Deep South. So she really pushed to get some things changed in their area. Frederick Malkus was actually one of the guys in the city, in that area, that fought against segregation. He wanted to keep everything segregated. Of course, you see as history prevails that he was voted against, so they end up going with getting everybody included, voting against segregation. But he was one of the people that wanted to keep everything segregated. So they're wanting to change the Frederick Malkus Bridge and also the Francis Scott Key Bridge. Now, this is not something that's going to happen overnight, but I think this is just like a lot of the things that come about and show you that the history of some of the stuff that you just may not know in the United States that have occurred, right? Francis Scott Key had a monument removed in San Francisco back in 2020 where they had pulled that down. Again, his history isn't the best, based off of him being one white, writing the Star Spangled Banner, the original version. You will see how they speak of black people not being as equal, and then you would also know that he owned slaves. Now, people are defending it, saying that Francis Scott Key's message is being lost and people are just painting this bad image of who he was. He never stated that black people were inferior, things of that nature. You would have to do your own research to see if that's just hearsay or what. But based off of what we have now that is going on with the Francis Scott Key Bridge, they're trying to change it to Perrin Mitchell, which was the first elected black. I think he was a part of the Democrat Party back in 1970. And I also want to change the Frederick Malkus Bridge to Gloria Richardson, which is the first black lady that actually helped push against civil rights outside of it being in the Deep South. Let me know your thoughts and just what you feel about it being changed. You think this is something that should happen due to the history with these people's names, or what? As always, long live CC. I'm out.